Hi, I'm Lovely, and today I'm going to review Torchwood Series 5, Aliens Among Us. So first, there's a Series 5 of Torchwood? Yes, kinda. And two, I will quickly explain what it is for the people who don't know, though I will be quick since I have done that a bit already in these reviews. Also, if you haven't checked out the specific series yet, I will do a non-spoiler review first, since I have a feeling some people might be discovering this for the first time. Let's get started. So again, really quick, past Series 4 Torchwood has returned in the form of audio dramas. They are an hour long and they are basically what you think, an episode of the show, but designed for just audio only. They have continued the story past Miracle Day, yes, but they also have a monthly range that features characters from all kinds of Torchwood eras. If you want more Yanto, he has a ton of episodes. Owen, Tosh, they do as well. Pretty much every character has an episode in the monthly range. It's all neat stuff. If you want to check any of these out, links will be in the description. Now for the non-spoiler review. So I'll keep this quick, but yeah, how do I feel about this series? I really like it. I won't go into any specifics in this part of the review, of course, but yeah, if I had to describe this in a single sentence, it would be Torchwood is back. I can't stress how well written this is. So for the people who don't know, this series is more like the first two series of the show and not like Children of Earth or Miracle Day. If you do not like those first two series, do not worry. These are written pretty well and at least for me are a lot more engaging. And hey, if you like those first series, then this is just more of that, in a way. It's really good. It features Jack, Gwen, Reese, Andy, and a few new characters which you'll welcome pretty quickly. I might prefer this team to our old one. I do know that this team has my favorite member of Torchwood so far, and that is all I have to say. It's Orr. Anyway, it's pretty solid. I highly recommend it. I don't have much else to say, so let's get into the series as a whole and review each episode of Torchwood, Aliens Among Us. Spoilers ahead. So I guess this will be my thoughts on the series. I'm going to do this before, like the other ones, I'm going to do this before I get into the episodes. But yeah, I guess I'll just talk about my thoughts on this series with spoilers. I imagine if somebody has checked this out, they have checked out the current seasons as well. I might not do any spoilers for Among Us, but I might say some stuff about God Among Us, like I have in the other ones, which is the next series. But yeah, how do I feel? I said it before, I love this series. It does go down just a little bit on re-listen, but I think it's really, really good. Again, it felt so good to have Torchwood back, and it's always like, oh man, I want it back in the TV show. That's like, that is what I want. And then I listen to this, and it's like, yes, but at least I have this. And if I'm gonna be honest, I am really worried that if they did, bring it back for the TV show, that maybe it wouldn't be too good. I don't know. I'm not too confident in how it is for the TV show, even though I like the last 2 seasons of the show. But it's like, no, Big Finish is incredible. Like, they are really good at making something that hits emotionally, but is also really, really funny. That is all over this, and they still have it's a dark show. It's kind of funny. But no, I like Jack. Jack is fun to listen to during this. God, we get so many. I'm trying to figure out where to start from, but no, let's just I like this new team. Tyler is a bit to he has to grow on you, and I don't grow on him until series 6, but he doesn't really do much this series. Colchester, oh my god, he's great. He's great. He's in Doctor Who, for the people who don't know. He is in a series 4 episode of Doctor Who. Which is funny. He's in the episode with the Ood. He's like the opening kill of that. Obviously a different character. Reese is back. Andy is here. Andy is so good. Oh my god, Andy is so good. You'll hear about it when I get to his episode, but oh my god. We have Aang, and we have Gwen. I'll talk about the Gwen thing in a second, but we also have Orr. I said it before, they are my favorite Torchwood character. They get introduced, and it's like, what the hell, that's really interesting, and it's really funny. It's really funny what they do with that character. But yeah, no, are there a few downsides to this? Yes, I think, I remember not liking how it was paced when it came to all the Gwen stuff, because obviously Eve Miles is busy. And I think before this even came out, she really talked about how she was kind of done with the character for the most part. And it shows. But Aang is really good. I really love Aang. And yeah, we lose Gwen's mom. Rest in peace. I didn't know they actually got the actress back. I just thought they got another voice. But no, we lose that character. And God, it takes its time. I'll say this, on my most recent listen, like, once you know that it takes its time, it's less bothering. But on a first go, yeah, it's pretty rough. But no, I think those are my thoughts. I love this series. Let me get into the episode reviews. Episode 1 changes everything. Torchwood is back. I'm gonna say that so much. Goddamn, what an introduction. I think this episode's pretty simple, but it really is like, okay, everybody's watching. Torchwood is back. How are we gonna do this? How are they gonna do it? And they do it really well. It's funny. It's funny. It's very sexual. This is very, something I kind of liked about the last two series is how much they dropped all, like, the sexual stuff, if I'm gonna be honest. But it comes back completely in the audio dramas, which you might be like, hey, how the hell do they do that in audio? Well, they do it, is how to say it. But no, it's so good. The series tackles racism. It just tackles a lot of stuff, and it's a very intriguing start. And my thoughts every time I listen to it, it's like, okay, I really wish we would have a TV show, but I guess this will do. But then you listen to it, and it's like, okay, at least I'm okay with this. And I'm more than okay with it. I really love it. Changes Everything is a good start. And they've talked about how Tyler is basically the opposite of Gwen. And which is very nice, because the first episode of the show is everything changes, and then this one is changes everything. It's really cute. But no, I really like it. It's like, goddamn, it's just a nice introduction. And then I didn't even realize that wasn't Eve Miles, by the way. I was like, huh, Gwen sounds a bit weird. I guess I'm weird. I guess I'm weird. Anyway, they introduced that's Gwen Cooper. Okay, and then we keep going. But no, it's nice. We get introduced to the new Torchwood team, which is mostly just. Is it just, I believe his name is Sinjin, by the way. It took me a little bit. I always thought that was just a nickname. I didn't realize that was his actual name. But no, we have Colchester, Gwen, and Jack. Is that really all of Torchwood at this point? Because they don't have... It's weird. We have a lot of characters, but they aren't the Torchwood team just yet. I guess we only have a few members. But yeah, how do I feel about the hub being brought back? It's not bad. I could understand if it's, like, kind of bothersome that, okay. Like, part of Series 3 and 4, like, the Torchwood formula became... Things changed. And it made it, at least for me, very engaging, very, like invested. It's like, oh shit, what's happening? But no, they just bring it back. But I like the way to describe it. It's held by prayers. It's being held together by, like, glue. And I think it's a really good way to show where the series is. A part of Torchwood's identity, especially in the audio dramas, is how they don't die. Torchwood never stops. It's like, wow. And it is apparent. But no, I like it. It's also nice to know that Russell T Davies did have some input when it came to the series. And that is all I'll say there. I like that. It makes me happy. Episode 2. Aliens and sex and chips and gravy. These first two episodes are both written by James Goss. Pretty good, not gonna lie. This is a decent episode. I'll say this, I'm not too interested in this one on re-listen. It does have the bombshell at the end, but this is what I mean by they bring back a lot of the sexual stuff. Again, I definitely, at least for a television show, I preferred my Torchwood not having that. But I think I'm more fine with it in the audio dramas, though I know I wasn't super into it near the beginning of it. But they do a lot of funny stuff with it. It's pretty good. Again, I don't have too many thoughts on this. We do get the bombshell that, Gwen is taken over or something. It's kind of how they get away with, like, hey, we can have Gwen here, but we don't have Eve Miles. But no, it's a decent episode. Again, no real complaints. Wow, that was I messed up. You would think I would record that again, but I'm not. But no, it's just a simple episode. It's just a simple episode. Let's get into the next one. Or yeah, no, I don't care about this. No, I love this episode. I love it. We get Or back. I say Or back, sorry, I'm talking from the future. Or is so good. What a fascinating character. They are, again, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. A character that changes based on what you're thinking about, like your sexual desires and that kind of stuff. And they do a lot of funny stuff with it in the future. But it's so good. And we have a little... I love the line where Jack is talking to Tyler, because Tyler's ignorant. They're like, he, she, it... no, I don't want to be around them. Him, her, and all that kind of stuff. And Jack is like, what, are you just not comfortable with what you're into kind of thing? Which, here's the thing, with the first series having a very transphobic line in it, this makes me happy. We have gotten a bit better. This is 2017, that was 2006, we've gotten better. And here's the thing, they are my favorite member, they're so fucking good. Oh my god. I hope we never see Or in live action, because I can't imagine the CGI will be good. If I had to guess, if you know what I mean. They can get away with a lot in audio drama. But no, I always love, God, Tyler's such a shithead. The thing where he's like, nah, I gotta get back home to, start working out and stuff, and they just cut him off, and they're like, no, we're gonna talk about Or, and I love that, I really do. And it really shows how much fucking how much Tyler sucks. Like, it's very on purpose. He sucks. Yeah, no. Or fantastic, and oh my god, that Yanto mention. It's like, I believe it's this episode. Like, you keep fighting it, Jack, but you want me to turn into a certain someone, and God, it just hits. I think the audio dramas make everything a lot more personal, and it's really good. It's goddamn. It just is. Let's get into the next one. Wow, how am I gonna pronounce this? I'm not even gonna try, I suck with words. Superiority Complex? Is that right? I'm pretty bad with words, I apologize. No, this one, really good episode. I think this is my favorite from this first, 4 episodes. It's really good. It's a good premise, or, having an elevator lift inside of them is fucking... That's usually the example I use to describe how bonkers Torchwood is. It's that. But no, this one's really good. Again, all the alien stuff, just everything. It's a good comeback story. Like, this is a good first step back into the world of Torchwood again. And no, I like this episode. I don't think I have too much to say, other than, damn, it's fucking really, really good. I like it. I like it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with the next ones. Episode 5, Love Rat. So, I remember when I listened to this episode for the first time, years ago, 2017, 2018, and I'm like, okay, that wasn't that bad. A little weird, like, when it came, like, this is like, oh, Torchwood is really going in with all the sex stuff. A little weird, but anyway, it's fine. Re-listening to it now, remembering the premise of it, where this rat infects you and you just want to have sex with everybody, and then Jack and Aang, or Gwen and how do I describe that? They have sex and nobody wants to. It's really weird. I referred to this episode in one of my first reviews for the show, and I called it Sex Rat, but I misremembered the name. But it's called Love Rat, and no, I think it's a weird one. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's weird. is what I'll say. I'm okay without it. But do I think it's a bad episode? No. It's just like, it's a little weird. If we're gonna be honest. Yeah, I think those are most of my thoughts. I am sad. I am bothered that Jack and Gwen have sex. Obviously, it's not Gwen. Obviously, there's a lot of different circumstances. It's a lot of stuff. But, like, So, like, come on. I don't like that stuff. But that's just me. That's just me. Episode 6, A Kill to a View. I am okay on this one. I don't think I like this one too much. I think it's just more. I think that because when I listened to it recently, I was a bit bored. I was a little tired. I didn't listen to it at the right time, and then I stopped, and then I had to get through it, and then that didn't help either. But no, we get the return of Billis Manger, and he's like, "I want these aliens out of Cardiff. I want them out of here." And I know they're running from God or something, so I'm gonna signal God to come over here. And that's kind of the whole point of this one. But we get to see how the Colchesters work together and how much they care about each other. And I really like their relationship. If I had to say something to take away from this one, I like that. And also, it's nice getting Billis back. Wild. He hasn't been there since Series 1. Rest in peace, the actor, of course. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I'll go more into it in the series review. Episode 7, 0 Hour. This is another one that I think is good, but I'm okay on re-listen. It's not a bad Tyler one. Like, if I ever think of a Tyler episode, it's usually this one. I remember Series 5 a lot more than Series 6, even though I like Series 6 more, I believe. But no, this episode isn't bad, and I like it's an interesting concept. What is it, what did they say, like a probability matrix, because they're doing all of the deliverables in the same pattern over and over and over, that they're able to control the outcome of stuff, or something like that. I don't know, I thought it was interesting. I'm not describing it, I'm not giving it justice, but I remember that concept being decent. But am I into this episode? Kinda. I think at this point, with how much I've listened to it, probably not. I've listened to it 3 to 4 times. I think I'm good. Episode 8, The Empty Hand. This is the best one, this series. So far, at least. This is really, really good. Fucking Andy is back, and he fucking killed an innocent refugee. What the hell? Or even just that. You don't even have to say the innocent part. Just he killed a refugee. What the fuck? And they don't fake it. He did do it. Obviously, he was under the influence or something. But no, this one was a really good episode. And I think something that really stuck with me is they talk about another police officer who shot somebody. And they're like, well, we all knew how he was. He definitely did it. And it's like, if you guys knew how he was, why didn't you do anything? And I think, I don't know, that just stuck with me. And this is such a good episode. And something about this series is how you can have serious stuff like that, and then you could have Jack making a joke about doing a fucking crowd surfing at a police brutality, like riot or whatever, protest. And it's like, they're able to do both. And I think the writing for this series in the audio drama, in audio form, oh, is it good? Is it good? But no, The Empty Hand is one of my favorites. And God, does it just... No, this is one of my favorite Torchwood stories. God damn, is it good. God damn, I can't stress that enough. It blows everything out of the park. Holy shit, is it good? Is it? Oh my god. Episode 9, Poker Face. I was talking about all the Andy stuff last time. I forgot to mention, Yvonne's back. What the hell? What is she doing here? And I loved her in the monthly range, and I'm so glad she's back. What a good decision. And a simple one too. How are you alive? I came in from Pete's World, and then I've been hiding out or something. Anyway. Really, really good. And I believe that's a Russell T Davies. His input was he's the one that came up with that. But no, Poker Face. This one's really good. It's like a roller coaster, throughout the whole episode, and it's just good. Goddamn, it's she says it at the beginning of the episode. Hey, I'm gonna be in control of Torchwood by tomorrow, or by this morning. You have 6 hours at most. I'm gonna be in control, and it's true. She fucking meant it. Goddamn, and I didn't talk about it before, but Jack has this storyline, which I always forget about it when I decide to ever just pop into the series. But it's why is he helping these terrorists, these racist people? Why is he helping them? I think these are the racist people, right? There's a lot of racism in this series. If I'm remembering correct, he's working with Red Doors, and they're racist. Even we even have somebody be like, we're not racist, and then he's like, did you see? He's not even from this country, is he? Is like I think what he says, and it's like, fuck these guys. And Jack is working with them. And I remember always being confused, like, why is he working with these people? And I believe they say in a later episode, the series finale, he's like, I was keeping them at bay for as long as I could, because he wasn't in charge of Torchwood. What else was he gonna do? And that was interesting. But no, Poker Face, pretty good. Yvonne's back. Another thing to mention from last episode is how 8 episodes in, they have a group meeting, like, hey, Jack, we're trying to bring Torchwood back, and we don't think it's working. We're gonna stop. And again, I love how self-aware this is. It's not like Torchwood wasn't working, like the series. Like, oh, I've been loving this whole, I've been loving Series 5. But it's like, I love how they just describe Torchwood. And how much it lines up with the series. In a way, of course. Maybe not that line specifically, but it's pretty good. Episode 10. Tagged. This one is one of my favorite episodes. Holy shit. Like an empty hand, these two are the ones where it's like, okay, at the top. They are at the top. I'm a big fan. No, it's very fucking serious. It's really serious, and it's really good. The only thing that I think is goofy is that the bad thing is called the meme. I don't know who decided to do that, but like, it's a little goofy. I get it. It's just a little goofy. But no, we get God, I think one of my favorite parts is we get to see how Yvonne is as leader. And yes, she's getting it done, but the difference between her and Jack is she will use her members. She will use her members to get the job done. The way it's so, I can't tell you how sad I am every time I hear or in pain. And it happens a lot, apparently. But no, it's like, alright, you have to go on the internet, you basically have to read every hate comment. Or just everything like that. And one of my favorite things is Aang is dying, basically. She's almost getting caught. She's doing a lot of shit. And she comes back to the Torchwood hub all messed up, and we don't even hear Or, but we just hear him like, "Oh, you too, Or? Man, Torchwood's not having a good day." And just what I'm thinking about in my head is just really sad, and I think that's it. There's something about it that just hits. About Or being sad. I hope they never fucking kill off any of these characters. That's all I have to say. I'll be fucking sad. Or so good. Torchwood almost doesn't deserve the character Or. Goddamn, are they so good. But yeah, Tagged, one of my favorite episodes. One of my favorite episodes. Let's get into an episode I'm not super into. Episode 11. Escape Room. I am usually fine with all of these episodes, but if there's one that I dislike, it is this one. The first time I listened to it, I'm like, I'm not into this. Then they do a little Reese fake out. I'm like, I'm not into this. And then, yeah. I did listen to it recently, since I am re-listening to this series, to get a refresher. And I didn't mind it. Obviously, it is 6 years after this came out. Either 6 or 5 years, one of those. And it's maybe I don't care as much. But no, I didn't mind this episode. I think the Reese thing is still very silly, but I can't imagine when they do Reese falling off of whatever he was climbing, that I don't think that anybody thought he was dead. So I don't want to treat it like a fake out, because I don't know if it was that way to them. But no, I don't think I'm super into this episode, but would I re-listen to this one in the future? Yeah, I think so. This is definitely to show how, close we are for Aang to reveal themselves. And that's kind of it, and we get to see everybody really getting pushed to the edge. Some literally falling off. Hi, Reese. But no, I like Colin. I like Reese. Again, Colin, I think he's underrated. I don't know, I like him. I will say this, he has a different voice actor in the future, and it was a little weird to hear him now. Which is so weird, because I didn't expect that. But yeah, let's get into the finale. Episode 12. Episode 12. Herald of the Dawn. God is coming, everybody. This is a really good finale because we finally get to acknowledge a bunch of stuff, we get to answer a bunch of stuff, and it's at the end of the series. Like, goddamn. So to get the negative out of the way, this is a series that builds into another one. I really like it when things just close at the end, you know, kind of like a bow. They get wrapped up in a bow. But no, we get teased for a lot of stuff to come in the second series, and I've always viewed these two series as like part one and part two. I mean, because they kind of are. But do you know what? Does that make sense? But yeah, if there is a complaint, it's that, and I'm gonna be real, not that bad. I think it was bad. I think I didn't like that when I first listened to it. I'm fine with it now, of course. But no, how do I feel about this one? I like it. The thing I want to talk about the most is definitely the send off for Gwen. I really liked it. I really liked it. I'm so glad they reference Esther. I kind of wish they referenced Vera. Though here's the thing: do they have any scenes together? I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. But no, it's pretty good. I want to say something, by the way, for the thumbnails for my Torchwood review as a whole. I've tried to have every Torchwood member in there. I couldn't get Vera in there. And here's the thing, if they're not gonna get Vera, then I'm okay not getting Vera. But no, if you look at all the thumbnails, I'm trying to get every Torchwood member in them over time. Like I got Susie, Yanto, Gwen, Owen. That's something I wanted to, just a cute little thing I've been trying to do. But no, this is a good finale. Gwen has a nice send off, a deserved one where they're like, "Hey, I'm better than this." like, I've had a lot of time to think because I've just been a voice inside a head. I'm gonna go, and then Jack just has to deal with it. And God, it's a very interesting dynamic. It's a very interesting dynamic. But yeah, no, I like this episode. It's a good finale. It's a good build-up. We finally have everybody being like, yeah, I think something's up with Gwen. But because it's Monster of the Week, because we have an arc, we're not gonna really figure it out until the final episode, which is normal. That's how these things go. But no, I think that's mostly it. Let's get into my series review. Oh my god. God, it feels really weird to be at this point. I was putting off this video for like a day, and I know these come out pretty frequently, but I was like, I can't believe I'm finally at the review part. But no, how do I feel about this? God damn, is it good? I I don't want to do like I did it for I think the first two series, maybe the third one. I don't really want to go about like, oh, how do I feel about these characters, that kind of thing. I like pretty much everyone. Tyler doesn't get to do much. I think Jack has an interesting storyline where he helps the Red Door program. Yvonne is really good. Or is fantastic. It's weird. So I didn't say it at the beginning, but I think I figured something out. Cause when I watch the first two series of the show, I'm pretty bored. But when I listen to these, I'm not. And I'm like, why am I not? And part of that is because, or I figured it out. When I listen to these episodes, I don't listen to them to get to the ending. I listen to them to enjoy the characters in the moment. And I don't have that with the show, the first two series, because I'm just not... It's weird. Like, I could feel a lot when Owen, Tosh, and Yanto die. But do I want to watch, like, Sleeper? No, I don't. Or, you know, something like that. It's weird. But here, I'm like, no, I just want to enjoy these characters. And I really do. I get to just enjoy them, and it's a really good time. And that's, I think, why I like the audio drama so much. But no, I like the characters. Listening to this again, I think Jack and Gwen are still at their best, in my opinion, in Miracle Day. That's just for me. Obviously, Gwen doesn't get to do much. Gwen doesn't get to do much here, if we're gonna be honest. But no, I like this one. A lot. If I had to rate it in what we've had so far, that is a tough one. That is a tough one because this one's a really tough one to rate. because against the first two, this one all day. This one definitely all day. But what about Children of Earth and Miracle Day? So, it's kind of impossible to compare them because they are very different format. Like, which one do I think is more perfect? This or Children of Earth? Children of Earth. But which one do I think has a lot more to say? It's just like more entertaining, more emotional. Children of Earth is pretty emotional, but I think it's such a tough one. I am rambling a little bit, but it's really tough to compare them. I definitely fuck. This one's tough. That's the thing. Series 3 and 4, they focus on one thing. And in Monster of the Week stuff, you get to have a bunch of different, like, antagonists, villains, that kind of thing. And I don't know, I really like it. I think this one really gets an emotion out of you because of, like, when it comes out, you know? Being a Torchwood fan, having to deal with the series going away, and then getting to be like, oh, there's a new series, let me listen to it. And then you get to do that, it evokes a certain emotion. And it's tough. Man, I can't like properly rate it. I don't think I can. Fuck, that's tough. Monster of the Week stuff is tough. I'll say this one I think has my favorite characters. Like if you had to, like, I'm looking at the first 5 series, which one do I think has the best characters? I think it's this one, for sure. This one has the best writing. It has like a lot of the best everything. But are there points where I don't like it compared to, like, let's say the other ones? And it's like, yeah, I don't like some stuff here, but do I think it's really good? Yes. So yeah. Might be controversial. At this moment, I'm gonna say this is my favorite. This is my favorite series of Torchwood because it feels very Torchwood. I'll say that. That's, I would say, an issue with the last season, series 4. I mean, it doesn't feel like Torchwood too much. But no, I think this will be my favorite series. So if I had to rate it, probably this is from least favorite to favorite. 1, 2, 4, 3. Though those do change, and then 5. And I'll say this now: I like Series 6 more than this one, but we'll see how I do on this re-listen. I think my experience with this series is that the cracks start to show near the end of it, and then once you get into Series 6, you're a lot more, you're looking for the cracks a lot more, compared to Series 5, and because of that, you're going to notice a lot more throughout the whole series. But I think Series 6 as a whole is better than this one. But we'll have to see. I have to get into that. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let me go to an outro, because this outro is going to be kind of long. Let me start a new recording for this. So, yeah, no, so I want to re-listen to all of Series 6 before I do my review for it, of course. And it's gonna be at least like 3 weeks, I think. It's gonna be at least 3 weeks because I can listen to an episode a day, but I'm gonna go on vacation. And at this point, obviously, you're listening to this in the future, you'll be chilling. But I'm not gonna be able to listen to any of these for like a few days. And then you have to factor in me editing everything, and I might be busy, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's gonna be a while before my Series 6 review, but I will say this: I want to get into doing the monthly ranges. Yeah, no, because I own a lot of them. I don't own like all of them, but I've owned a lot, and I wouldn't mind reviewing those. And it would be like one episode at a time, which would be a lot more easier, a lot more doable. And yeah, part of me, here's the thing though, I do want to re-listen. If I'm going to just focus on one of them, I'm going to want to just re-listen to them. But I've listened to them so many times, so I'm not sure. But yeah, that is something I want to do in the future. Another thing I want to do is Torchwood Soho. The issue is, I don't own those. And I don't know necessarily the listing order. It's not that hard to figure out. But no, I want to do more Torchwood reviews. But yeah. No, yeah. It's gonna be a while before I do my Series 6 review. If you want to look at my Series 7 ones that I have already, they are out there. Those are my first reviews I ever did for Torchwood. Me trying it out. Which I will redo those, by the way. Once the whole season is out, I will redo those, but I will also do it as it comes out. We're gonna get 4 more episodes next month. I'm recording this May 29th, and then we're gonna get the final 4 the next month. So yeah, if you want to see any more review stuff like that, um, subscribe and stuff. I would love to hear how people feel about this series and the next one. I really do. I haven't seen other people talk. Here's the thing: I don't see other people's opinions about this. I really don't. Um, I'm not super in the fandom, unfortunately. But it's like, no, I like this series a lot, and all this kind of stuff. And I have a lot more reviews for Torchwood, in the future. In the future. Also, I also want to make a video on what do I want for the future of Torchwood, and that kind of thing. Um, but yeah, we'll have to see. Anyway, I'm Lovely. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the future. Goodbye.